Did the Eagles get back on track? Is this the Eagles?
Yeah, it's not yet. It's simple. No, it's not.
Not yet?
No, it's not yet because you can't have multiple games of this happening and then you do it once and we say it's back on track. You know how I know that? Because they asked Devonta yesterday after the game, "Are you guys fixed?" And he said, "Not yet." You know why? Because that guy that takes the handoffs, they still can't get him going. That's the Eagles that we know. Did they win yesterday? Did Jalen play great? Absolutely. Did the receivers get going? Absolutely. Did the defense take the ball away twice? Absolutely.
Yep.
But the Eagles that would look like the unstoppable Eagles is the ones that could get the run game going. That's not a knock. Yesterday they played great. And I think what happened yesterday is it was more so than the play calling than the players just doing what the players do. They knew like that play to Devonta, he called it. That wasn't he had to beg. If you go listen to the interview, he said, "I went to everybody on the offense trying to get that play called." Well, why does he have to do that? But he did, and he got open. That Isaiah Rodgers,
like that sometimes.
That Isaiah Rodgers, he's a sucker for a double move. Because that play, that big bomb, double move.
Well,
that
they
last
know,
play at
'cause he
the
was
end of
an
the
Eagle.
game, that play, he was a former Eagle.
Yeah.
They knew that,
They know.
this guy's a sucker for a double move. That play, Devonta for the touchdown, that last play to AJ,
Yep.
sell the slant and go. He bid on it. They made the plays necessary. Jalen did what he does best yesterday, playing off schedule. He's really good off schedule. So we do something what we call a scramble drill. So if your first read is not there, now you're running around. If you notice, the first touchdown, he sent AJ. AJ was sitting and he pointed, threw it to him. That one comeback that AJ had, he was running, called him back, and he threw it. Jalen just played great, especially when you're going against a Brian Flores defense that is known for blitzing and drawing up all these exotic blitzes, where Jalen has struggled is against teams that blitz a lot, especially exotics. Didn't bother him yesterday. Made the throws that was necessary, and they got the job done. I don't want to overgauge this, but no, this is not the Eagles are back on track, because when they start getting that run game going, then it opens everything up. That's when it opens everything up. But did they play great yesterday? Absolutely, because you lay an egg like you did versus the Giants, then you got to go on the road again, and supposedly it's a revenge game for the quarterback that was at the Vikings. You know, it's easy to lay another egg, but that's not what they did. They came in and played like they know how to play and got the win.
Yeah. I love what I saw yesterday. They decided they're going to air it out. They're going to get him under center. They're going to play action. He connected on some deep bombs to those guys. And what was more impressive was his scrambling.
Yeah.
Manipulating the rush, getting the guys to go this way, extending the play, connecting downfield. I think they found their way in the passing game. The run game, still concerned.
Yeah.
They have a great record and they're doing well. What I see in the run game is the offensive line's banged up front. They are hell-bent on running a wide zone scheme. They want to get Saquon going on the edges, get those big boys out in the zone game, toss it to Saquon and run wide zone. But when you run wide zone and you're not good at it, you got different bodies in there, everybody's on a different level, right? People could shoot gaps and get penetration. Well, they tried to go to a double team, man type duo, stuff like that, get some double teams on the guy. I saw the same thing, just guys on different levels, can't get them going. They got to get Saquon going to have sustained success. But them airing it out yesterday, I really like what I saw.
Yeah, shouldn't have been on the cover of Madden.
The question is did they get back on track? And I think they did. I feel like last year, who gives a fuck about last year? They ran the ball, and that opened up their explosives. You know what I'm saying? So this not last year. This year, they're going to try to stop your run. So now it might be different this year. Now you got to hit your explosives, and you get that one guy out the box, and that opened up your run game. So what they've been doing the first couple of weeks, they've been missing those explosives. Now, we talked about it on Friday. I said, I think they hit some of them explosives this weekend, and they did. So when you hit explosives like that, he up top, double move, he up top. What we do on defense, shit, we got to start playing too high. And now Saquon got one less guy in the box. Now he opened up, you know what I'm saying? So that's getting back on track to me. And I think one of the most important things we're not talking about is they tried at least this game. They gave him the ball 18 times.
Yeah.
So at least they tried to get back going on the run game. Before it was 6 carries here and 12 carries.
Yeah.
They're not even giving them the totes. So I think if they keep playing the way they playing, it's only right for the defense. You gonna back up. If you got you say Jamar and then CD in his game with shit, you can't forget about these guys neither. You got AJ and Devonta. They dangerous as hell too.
They are.
And when you got guys like that, it calls for 2 high safeties. And when you got 2 high safeties, that calls for 7 in a box. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you get back on track. Like you said, we know him as moving that pocket, manipulating that pocket, getting the ball downfield. They did that yesterday. That looked like an Eagles team that we've known in the past. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was running deep shots, deep balls, that looked real similar to a championship team. So they got a turnover on defense. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even mentioned the defense. That defense is pretty good too. If they won the chip, it had a lot to do with that defense. I feel like the defense got back going yesterday. Got a turnover, scored a touchdown on defense. That's getting back on track. That momentum flows. And we'll see how it flows into this week. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to disqualify this Eagles win. And I was stupid enough to pick the Eagles to win this game on Friday with my heart over my head because I knew what I was doing. I was betting on Carson Wentz. And every time I watch him, I wince. I'm like, wince. Like, oh. I said it his first year. I just don't like the way he plays quarterback. He's got all the tools. He's prototype, 6'5", 250, big arm, big, strong, strapping kid from North Dakota State. And he just has no feel for playing the position. He has no consistent command of his accuracy.
Right.
You just close your eyes watching him because he'll make a throw and then he'll make just a mind-blowing mistake. And you say, what was that? So I'm putting a big asterisk beside this win, even though Jalen he's never thrown the ball better than he threw it yesterday. I mean, when you only throw 23 passes and have 326, it's hard to do because that's just explosives everywhere.
Explosive.
You're just exploding. Every time you drop back, you complete 19, and 15 of them are explosive, where you're like, what? Even down to that last play, I thought Minnesota had one last hurrah, one last chance. It's 3rd and 9. And he's like,
shut.
I got AJ over here on.
Gave him the little signal.
Yeah, just a little. And just dropping dimes, man. Just everything was right on the money. And I was a little disappointed in Flores, and I didn't count the blitzes. But he didn't go after Jalen the way he usually goes after a quarterback, and I don't know why. I don't know what the idea was.
Because he's smart. It fazed some quarterbacks.
Okay.
Hurts don't get phased
No,
by all that
he
blitzing and shit.
doesn't.
They got a veteran
Yes,
O-line.
he does.
Okay.
What?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I
He
don't
struggles
know.
against the blitz. That's been his Achilles heel.
Yeah, I don't know
Blitz.
why,
Hey.
but
Why they ain't
Hey.
doing it?
They do
Who
do
he
it.
struggled
That's what he
against?
struggled.
But show me the Achilles
He
heel
had
on tape.
0 yards against Tampa in the second half because of the blitz.
Yeah.
He's been getting lit up by Tampa every time they play him.
Yeah, they go
because
after
of the
him.
blitz.
They
when
do.
anybody lights him up, it's because they blitz
Todd
him.
really goes
Man,
after
It's
him.
because they
He
blitzed
really
him. Yesterday he played great. He played great. I'm not taking it from him, but he does
Yeah.
struggle with the blitz.
Okay,
I
now,
don't see it.
now back to Carson
I seen him win a chip.
Okay.
The Chiefs blitzed him. I seen him throw for 300.
They did. Okay, Carson Wentz. They have the ball 6 times yesterday in the red zone, and they cash 1.
Yeah.
1 out of 6, you're going to lose a home game. That you only lost by 6 points is 28-22, and even on the late one, it's 3:05 left. It's 3rd and 2 from the 15, and he's got Hawkinson wide open in the end zone, and he really missed him, and Hawkinson made a really good play on the ball.
Yeah,
and
that
and
was
he
great.
he scoops it and goes underneath, and I thought he caught it. I thought
was a catch.
he as he rolled, he lost it for a second, but he didn't lose the football. He controlled it again, and they called it a touchdown, and then review canceled it.
Could have went either
Yeah,
way.
yeah, but I thought it was a catch, but whatever. It was a terrible throw at because he just they blew it completely. They're playing zone, and he just sat down right in the zone, and Carson has plenty of time. There's no pressure. There's no Jalen Carter. There's no blitzer, and he just missed him because that's what he does. So he throws the pick 6 when he does have a rusher in his face and he can't see Jalen Hunt, okay, it's just what he does. And then deep in his territory, throws ridiculous, you can call it a punt interception, but it's just what he does. And they had chances, and I look at his numbers, and he threw for 313. You say, that's pretty good, except if you go 1 for 6 in the red zone because you kept getting there, well, you're in position to close deals, man. You can argue you put yourself in position to win the football game, but you just have to cash.
Yeah.
If you go 3 for 6, you win the game in the red zone. They go 1 for 6. So it's back to Saquon. You made the point. I mean, 18 is fine, but 44 ain't right, man. It's not what you used to do. I mean, that's 2.4 a rush. So he's averaging 50 yards a game rushing the football, and he was 125 a year ago. That's not back on track to me. Jalen got right, and the receivers had to be real happy last night because they were eating all day.
Well, I just want to. I love the adjustment. Like we could get into their scheme and all that. I love the adjustment because last week they played the Giants. They were getting blitzed, and everybody said AJ is open in the middle of the field. He's open. Just throw it to him. He's one-on-one. Throw it to him. What did they do yesterday on that touchdown? The last touchdown they got. Seen the blitz. AJ was one-on-one. He looked, signaled to him, I'm going there. Because now he said, bro, it's still AJ Brown, still Devonta Smith. They're one-on-one. Just give him the ball. Yeah. Just give him a chance. That's a great adjustment that they made, and he just gave AJ his chances yesterday. He's one-on-one over here. Isaiah Rodgers, yep, I know he liked the double move. Gave him the signal, slant, go. Got him, game over. That touchdown before, Devontae caught his shot. Just give him a chance. I love the adjustments that they made yesterday.
They did that all year, though. He's overthrown the same explosive.
Yeah, he has.
We missed him.
Weren't connected
Or they caught him and he got called back for a flag.
Yeah.
So they didn't just magically just start hitting. Bro, they've been missing on explosive plays, and they just hit him yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the Eagles that we know.
I think the difference in that game yesterday was the Eagles not establishing the run because Minnesota was hanging in, right? They got a lot of red zone trips. That's where they need, and again, I hate to critique the Eagles because they're playing great ball. They chucked it all over the yard. Finally, it was really good to see. Mm-hmm. But in a close game like that where Minnesota's going up and down the field, it'd be nice to hand it to Saquon, kill some time going down the stretch, be able to possess the ball more.
True.
And really salt that game away. And Minnesota was hanging and hanging. They got Wentz, and he's not great. He's not very fun to watch. But it felt like Minnesota was hanging around, and the Eagles obviously made more big plays. But the focus in Philly is they got to get Saquon going. They got to figure out what works this year, because what worked last year is not working this year, and they're searching for it. Yeah. They're doing a bunch of different stuff up front. They're trying the wide zone. They're trying the man double teams. There's just too many guys on two different levels.
Too many guys in the box.
Too many guys in the box.
Right. So too many guys in the box. I mean, you got one-on-ones on the outside.
Right.
So you throw the damn ball.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's not rocket science.
Right.
Well, what happens when it's not open?
Well, see, the
It's
thing
going
is,
to be open. That's why I paid him $25 million, $20 million.
What happens when it's not? It ain't been all year.
Well, then you got to. If it's not open, then you got to turn around and hand the ball.
We could make a highlight tape of the throws that he missed, or the deep balls that got called back for penalties.
You know what the problem is? It's this style of offense that everybody's playing in today's game.
Man, you know what the problem is? It's no problem.
No, it
They're
is.
5-2. There's no problem.
It's the style of offense. It's this offense. They played great yesterday, but obviously except Keeve, can all agree that they're not maximizing who they are, and they can be because they're overloaded with guys. But because of the style they're playing,
This shit crazy.
the style they're playing, and what they're doing is called true progression. And when people don't understand, I'm going to break it down and take this long. True progression is not reading a defense. When you say true progression, you go from one receiver to the other based off what the defense is in pre-snap. Mm-hmm. So when they're in this in pre-snap, when I go to one and it's not open, and then I go to two, I'm not going based off the shift of the safeties. I'm not going based off if this linebacker walked down after the snap. I'm just going to him to go to him. Then it's backyard football.
Right.
But if I'm reading him versus this versus that, then everything opens up for this team. Yep. But if they're blitzing and it's one-on-one and then that one-on-one ain't open, and this ain't just me talking, Devontae said, I don't care, we can sit here and talk all day. I'm going off what they said. Devontae said, we wasn't getting open.
Right.
I don't care if it's true or not. He said it. So if you don't think it's true, don't say it. He said we got to get open in our one-on-ones, and that wasn't happening. It happened today. So I'm not just making this up. I'm going. I
ain't making it up
He
either.
said it, so you can't say, well, it ain't.
I watched Devontae
said
open.
He
Over his
said
head.
it.
Well, I know what he said, but I'm telling you what I seen with my own eyes. Devontae wide open airmail. Oh, Devontae throw it up, catch, explosive, flag, bring it back, illegal motion. Double move, another explosive. AJ, stop running on it. Like, bro, I see the explosive. They there.
That's
they just
what
ain't
I'm
been getting
saying.
hit.
That's what I'm saying.
They just ain't been
so
getting
what
hit.
happens when that one-on-one is not open? What are you doing then? You going to your next read. You're not reading the defense.
So the answer to that is, fuck it. They got 8 in the box. Minnesota plays single high all day. Just give it to Saquon and let him run and hit his head on the wall.
Said it was give
Like,
it to
no,
Saquon.
bro.
And they took what they gave them. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
They played
We
great
gonna take
yesterday.
one-on-ones all day long, bro.
They played great yesterday. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But we have a sample size of this versus sample size of this.
And
they played great yesterday. I'm not saying they got back on track because they did it one time.
It's so weird, Kenzie. Look, it's because the Giants are so good and they 2-4. And the Eagles are so bad and they 5-2. Like I don't watch the game the same as these guys.
You know why that don't work with me? Because
I don't watch the game the same as these guys.
You know why that don't work with me?
Like I actually look at the win-loss column.
I started what I said with bad teams lose games and good teams lose. So I started with saying the Giants are a bad team. That don't work with me because I never said that.
Yeah.
All right, so are they back? Well, they better be because they get your favorite quarterback at home next Sunday. They get Jackson Dart.
Woo.
And we know what happened at New York because they got their clocks cleaned at New York. They got beat up bad at New York. I bet it won't be easy. I don't think they'll blow them out. They'll have to fight. It's a division game.
Yep.
And the Giants got to still be feeling pretty good about scoring 32 against that defense at Denver. So then they go to Green Bay, the immortal Micah Parsons, next week, okay? So this is Philly, okay? They go to Green Bay. Then they get Detroit at home. Then they have to go to Dallas. Those are their next 4 games. So they better be back because they're going to get tested for those 4 times. And then down the stretch, they have to come to the Chargers, which might not be that tough now, but they have to go to Buffalo on December 28th. So that it'll be a snowy, cold game. Oh. And they got 2 Washingtons left. And I don't know what Jaden will be doing, but it won't be easy in those 2 games. So I'm just saying, they better be back on track. And I'm rooting against them because I'm rooting for my team. But I'm just saying, I don't know if they're going to run away with this division at 5-2.
Did you say you was discrediting this win?
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't discredit the Cowboys win?
I didn't.
What's the difference?
Okay, because the Cowboys have a horrible defense. And I saw flashes of decent. I saw decent. And the offense, I'll take the Cowboy offense over the Eagles offense any day.
Ain't a win a win?
Win what?
The Eagles
win a
offense
game,
looked like the
you win,
Cowboys
right?
offense yesterday.
Yeah.
This is
One day. Only one day they did.
This is the reason when you live and die by the big play. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. When those big plays aren't there,
oh God,
what are they doing?
It's weird.
The one thing I wanted to see what them do is sustain drives. Keep the sticks going. They threw the ball all over the yard yesterday. They got those deep shots. That looks pretty. But with that schedule coming down the stretch, playing in cold Buffalo, playing in cold Philly, you have to possess the ball. You have to run the ball. And I need to see Philly get the run game going if they are going to make a deep run in the postseason.
All right. Well, we do have 2 games tonight, so I kind of want to dive into that. But